Good morning, students. So today we read about the structure of heart and function of the heart. So what is structure of heart and its working? So this is the topic of a class 10th and chapter name life process. Okay. So basically, what is the function of a heart? So heart supply oxygenated blood to all parts of the body. So mainly our body consists two type of blood. One is deoxygenated blood and second is what is oxygenated blood. So oxygenated blood also known as what is pure blood that rich of a oxygen, and second deoxygenated blood that rich of a carbon dioxide. So this is what is impure blood. So here we make a structure of a heart. Good morning, students. So today we read about what is working of heart. So this working of heart, this is the topic of a chapter life process, and this chapter of a 10th class. So what is working of heart? Okay. So basically, what is the function of a heart? So function of a heart to transport oxygenated blood to all parts of the body. So basically in our body contain two type of the blood, that is oxygenated and deoxygenated. So oxygenated that rich of a oxygen and deoxygenated that rich of a what is carbon dioxide. So here first of all what we make here diagram of a heart. So this is a diagram of a heart, and this consists what is a wall. So this wall known as what is muscular wall. Muscular wall. So that is also known as the septum, and this consists four chamber. Okay, so this is four chamber. So this chamber what is? So this is what is left atrium. Okay, and this is known as the right atrium. And this is known as the left ventricle. And this is known as the right ventricle. Okay. So how many chamber contained by heart? So they contain what is four chamber, and these four chamber are separated by what is muscular wall, that is known as what is septum. So first here this is left atrium, this is left ventricle, and this is right atrium, and this is right ventricle. And here more things, here two valves are present. So these valves are so like these valves. So this is known as the valve 1 and this is valve 2. Okay, so these two types of a valve. So what is the basic function of a valve? This is to transport blood from right atrium to right ventricle and to send here oxygenated blood to this valve. So basic function when these heart are what they collect the blood from the lungs. So that is why they contract, and if they contract, they exert pressure on this valve, and due to this pressure, these valves are open and here blood comes, and this blood supply to the different part of the body. So first, what happen when our lungs? What is the function of our lungs? So lungs taken oxygen from the outside. Oxygen from the outside means taken oxygen from the air, and this oxygen going where in the blood vessels. So in blood vessels there are hemoglobins present. So these hemoglobin absorb the oxygen, and these oxygen sent to different part of the body. So here two types of the blood flow. One is pure blood and second is impure blood. So we make here arteries and the vein carry what is blood. So basically what is here. So basically here blood comes. So this is known as the what is pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein, and here, for example, here supply blood to different part of the body. So this is known as the what is pulmonary artery. Okay, so these are two important things. What is pulmonary arteries, and second what is pulmonary vein. Okay, basically our blood vessels divide into two parts. So which two parts we write here? Blood vessel. So they divide into two parts. What is veins, and second what is artery. Okay, so veins are what they contain what is deoxygenated blood. So that is also known as impure blood. What is impure blood? Okay, so these are important. What is veins? So veins are what is they contain deoxygenated blood. That is what is impure blood. And second what is this is artery. So here we write artery. So they consist what is oxygenated blood. So this oxygenated blood, what is that is pure blood. What is pure blood, and that is also known as the what is oxygen rich blood. What is oxygen rich blood. Okay, so basically arteries are made of a thick wall, and they have highly elastic. What is they make up a what is thick wall and highly elastic. At second veins, so these are thin wall, and less elastic. So because in arteries blood flow with high pressure, so that is why arteries are what is thick wall and highly elastic when pressure exerted by the blood. So they are survive under the effect of a pressure. But in veins, so in veins blood flow with low pressure, so that is why they are thin and less elastic. And one more things, that veins contain what is also contains wall, so that wall ensure flow of a blood does not move in backward direction. So backflow of a blood avoided by the these wall that consist by the veins. Okay. So I already mentioned, so here what is pulmonary arteries and pulmonary veins. So here is here exception, what exception? In arteries, which type of blood flow? Oxygen rich blood. So but except, so which except from pulmonary arteries. In pulmonary arteries, deoxygenated blood flow. And in arteries, what flow? Oxygenated blood flow, except what is pulmonary vein. So there are exception. So two exception, what is pulmonary vein and pulmonary artery. So artery contain oxygen rich blood and veins contain deoxygenated blood, that is impure blood, except this and this. So we make diagram here. So this is what is here we make. So this pulmonary artery you make here, so we make here. So this is known as okay. And what happen here we make vena cava. Okay. So this is the part of a vena cava. Okay, and this right here, what is pulmonary arteries? Okay, so how hard working? So first of example, here is a what is a tube. So that tube what is known as what is veins. So we write here, this is veins. So these veins consist what is carbon dioxide rich blood. So that is known as the deoxygenated blood, or we write that is carbon dioxide rich blood. Okay, so this blood come from two different part of the body. Okay, so this connect with what is different part of the body. Here we write here different parts of body. Okay, so here we make another muscular tubes, so that muscular tubes known as the what is artery. So here we make this artery going where? Here. So this is going here. So here what happened? So here contain what? Which type of a blood? They contain oxygen rich blood. So this is known as oxygen rich blood, and that is known as the oxygenated blood. Okay, so this is what is left ventricle. So what is the function of left ventricle of the heart? So that supply oxygenated blood to the different parts of the body. So we already know what happened when respiration process takes place. So that respiration process takes place in every cell of the body. So what they produce? Oxygen, they produce carbon dioxide, and what they taken oxygen from the lungs. So during respiration process, which gas produce? CO2. So that CO2 gas mix into the bloods. So that is in the blood, that is in liquid form. So here we can write respiration process takes place. Respiration process takes place. So what here produce? Here produce carbon dioxide. So here what? Here I write production of the CO2. Production of CO2. So this CO2 mix in bloods. Okay, so this is the part where oxygen rich blood supply to the different part of the body, and this different part what they supply what is carbon dioxide rich blood to the what is here, that is not known as the what is right atrium. So this is known as here right atrium. So this chamber is known as the right atrium. So when here blood comes, so here blood comes. So this blood comes here due to the pressure of this. So this valve is open. When this valve is open, what happen? This supply the deoxygen rich blood to the lungs. So here we make this like we can modify this. We connect here this. Okay, so we make like this here, like that. So simply we show here by single. So this deoxygenated blood where gone? This going in the lungs. So we already know lungs contain what is alveoli. So alveoli are the functional unit of a lungs. So these purify the bloods, and again what come? So here, so this generate what is oxygen rich blood. So we make here by red color. Okay, so this is the diagram. So how the heart is work? So heart how work? So first of all, what they collect deoxygenated blood. What is they collect all deoxygenated blood to the different part of the body. So these are different part of the body. So different parts of the body like foot, and that is fingers, livers, and kidneys. So what happen? So first of all, we take oxygen from the nasal cavity, and when we take oxygen from the nasal cavity, it going where? In the alveoli. So that alveoli are connected with the blood vessels. So in blood vessel, what they contain? They contain a hemoglobin. So hemoglobin, what is a pigments that have affinity to gain oxygen from the lungs or a alveoli. So this is the part of the blood we know already. Blood that contain what is? They contain plasma. They contain what is RBC, and they contain what is WBC, and they contain what is platelets. Okay, so these are the different part of the blood, that is composition of the blood. So plasma, what they contain? They contain a RBC, they contain a WBC, they contain a some digested and the undigested substance, and they contain protein, sugar, and some urea materials. So this is known as the plasma. And what is WBC? So that is known as the what is white blood cells. So they protect our body from the infections. And RBC, so RBC contain what is hemoglobin. So that hemoglobin take oxygen from the lungs or a alveoli, and these are platelets. So these platelets are the some type of the materials or a cells present in blood, so that help in stopping the blood by chance when accident or a over skin cut, so lot of blood flow. So due to these platelets, these blood stops. So this is what is composition of a blood. But this blood already mentioned, these blood are two types. What is oxygen rich blood, second what is carbon dioxide rich blood. So here question is where carbon dioxide rich blood generate. So in respiration process, we already know when respiration process takes place, what happen? They produce carbon dioxide and they produce water and they produce energy. So that energy we use in daily life activity, but that carbon oxide mix in a liquid. So that is sometime we say color of a blood, that is impure blood, what is blue color, and color of a pure blood is what is red color. So red color mainly due to the pigments hemoglobins. So here respiration process takes place. So different part of the body. So what they generate? They generate carbon dioxide. So this carbon dioxide rich blood come from here, and which vessels supply carbon dioxide rich blood, that is known as the what is veins. So these are known as veins because they supply carbon dioxide rich blood. So here carbon dioxide rich blood comes. So here comes, this is in right atrium. So this right atrium filled with a blood, and due to this pressure, this valve is open. So here what gone? Here this blood is what is carbon dioxide rich blood. So here what is carbon rich blood. So this carbon rich blood sent to the lungs. Okay, so this supply to the lungs, and in lungs respiration process, respiration, due to the respiration process here, they absorb oxygen because here present hemoglobin, and they purify the blood. So lungs act as a here what is filter. So this act as a filter and they purify the blood. This purified blood comes here. So this is what is known as the oxygenated blood. So what is oxygen rich blood? So this oxygen rich blood come in a left atria, and this is known as the pulmonary veins, and due to the pressure this valve is open and this blood come here, and again this blood supply to the different part of the body. So here oxygen rich blood supply by what is artery. Okay, so this is the complete process. So here at same time oxygen rich blood and carbon dioxide rich blood supply at the same time. So sometime this is known as the double circulatory system. So here heart acts as a pumping machine, like in home water are transferred to the one floor, second floor due to the electric pump motor. So here heart acts as a pumping machine that transport water from to different part of the body, and different part of the body supply carbon dioxide rich blood to the here what is right atrium. So thank you very much. Okay.